Yeah. We ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapped. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides. Y'all insta this, y'all snap that, y'all diss this, and they snap back. Another mass shooting in the headlines. I'm like, damn, where that attack at? Cause y'all think this about race. They font that shit in your face. It's like every day it's the same agenda. It's really not that hard to trace. Fuck it, we might as well face it. Accept it, whatever it's wrapped in. There'll come a day when they run out of grace. So me and my niggas stay trapping. Yeah, ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Hey, someone be too who I wanted to be and then what I became. Ended up going my own way, but I couldn't stay in my lane. Now if I'm honest, I've taken a liking to wearing these chains. They hold me down, make it easier when I start feeling the pain. Out of the overflow, your heart, they say your mouth speaks. Well, my heart must be fucked up, cause I can't speak and I can't sleep. So I stay woke in this daydream. Got shit to do, got the world to see. Got the same crew, got some new fleets. There's an empire, fuck a boutique, that's real. I only say what I feel, got a new plate with the same meal. On a new hype with the same chill. Y'all too fake, I stay real. Got cast down from heaven, but I'm too good to stay in hell. I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, hey, I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Yes, fat phobia causes incredible harm.
First of all, bitch, I'm a fat ass.
Our whiteness is part of the problem.
Ouch, my ribs.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
We choose truth over facts.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing, testicles. Welcome, everyone, to episode 22 hundo and 46 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gaincast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo-hos? It's your boy, Papa Swole, yo, back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2 Flexing on all you.
Catalina wine.
Yeah, it's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
What's going on, fam? Welcome to the show. How are we doing? Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, and all that good shit, and share the live stream because we are motherfucking live, and we got a little tainty boy on the tainty cam. Oh, he's turning his back to you. Disrespect. Rufus with the disrespect. He gives zero fucks. All right, well, we're going to get into today's episode. Happy Thursday. It is Thursday, and I hope you went to the fucking gym. I hope you made some sick fucking gains. So drop in the comments down below. What did you smash today? Take a moment, share the podcast, share the stream. We are about to go fucking deep, so let's get today's party started. Are you ready? All right, here we go. Ooh, the nut's kind of busted. It's a little bit open. It's a little bit busted open.
Is this a list of things I did to your mom last night?
It's a little bit ajar, but it's not really a jar. It's a nut. Get it? Fucking get it? All right. Okay. All right. All right. Tough crowd. Tough crowd. Here we go. Summoning the Falcon in 3, 2, Schwam. Falcon. Put some respect on it. All right, Leo drinking like a raging alcoholic, but that's neither here nor there. Today's hashtag is but my thyroid. Oh man. I would have gone to the fucking gym, but my thyroid. I would have eaten real fucking food today, but my thyroid. No one likes that excuse, but my thyroid. But my thyroid apparel coming real soon to papaswolio.com. All right, use that hashtag in the comments down below. Let's moisturize and get into that motherfucking tip today. Nice. Babe, just an inch, just an inch. It's cold outside. All right, let's get into the motherfucking tip. Let's get into the tip. Let me just reorganize that. All right, we got some SwoleFam posts. Let's get into the first one from the SwoleFam over at SwoleNormousX.com. This one's from Bradley. And Bradley writes, "What's happening, fam? It's my wife and I's 3rd anniversary today. We could spend it sitting on the couch eating greasy food, but instead we're hitting the fucking gym because couples that live together live forever. And getting some good food when we're done. Hashtag go to the fucking gym." I hate to burst your bubble. No one lives forever, but I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Very nice. That's what I'm talking about. Excellent. Excellent. Good for you. Good for you. The best way to celebrate. The best way to celebrate. By the way, I don't know, maybe reload the chat. The chat's not coming through right now, so I'm assuming those of you that are texting or typing, but I'm not seeing chat pop up. So we're going to keep on, we're going to keep pushing on, but hopefully it's going to come through soon. Jake from the SwoleFam discussion board on SwoleNormousX.com. Jake writes, "I'm Jake, old man surfer, currently about 70 pounds overweight. Sick and tired of not being in shape and can't blame being old as an excuse to not surf like I used to. Stoked to get started on this, but the stress and nervousness is making me want to eat another cheeseburger. Send help. Welcome to the fam." I think we read an introduction from you from the Facebook group or something. I think it's probably the same Jake, unless we had 2 Jakes joined. I think we have several Jakes in the Swole fam. Welcome. And if it's the same person, welcome again, Jake. Stoked to have you. We got another one here from Sherry, and Sherry has some pictures of her making sick fucking gains. But let me zoom in and show you. Let's see. Let me get all the way in there. Sherry writes, "Morning fam. I'm consistently going after my goals. I did 330 pounds on the leg press at work yesterday on my break. I don't even know if that's good or not. I haven't taken the time to see what the average is that people do, but this weight challenges me for now until I add more weight or more sets. I'm 5'4", 150 pounds, 46 years old. I try my best not to compare myself to others. My goal is to look and feel strong, and I would like more muscle definition, but overall I like how I look. I visited my daughter's job the other week, and after I left, a few guys came up to her to say they couldn't believe I was her mom. I look like I could kick some ass, and I'm a MILF. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Goals achieved. Very nice. And let me share Sherry's flexing pics. Hell yeah. Go you, Sherry. You go, girl. Get it. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what other people do. It doesn't matter what other people do on their... it doesn't matter what other people... Hold on. Let me just pull up. I'm going to pull up the chat over here. I think it's showing up. All right. So I got the chat over here on my phone. It's not showing up on my streaming app. But you're looking good. Don't worry about what other people press. Don't worry about what other people put on the bar. It doesn't matter. It's only matters if it's challenging you. That's the most important thing, that it's challenging you. It doesn't matter what other people do. So you have the right mindset. Good for you. Good for you. All right. This one here is from, we got a double. Is that a double? I think we might have having one of those days. I think we got a double post. I think this one's from the Facebook group and this one's from the Telegram chat. I think, but we got 2 Tina posts, unless it's 2 different Tinas. We don't show the last name. So I'm assuming it's the same Tina, but you never know. You never know. If it's the same Tina, we just got double Tina today. All right, Tina. I finally broke my plateau on the elimination diet by quitting the vegan junk food and fake meats. Still technically overweight, but I only need to lose 4 more pounds, and I'm in the normal weight range for my height. Fuck being fat. Hashtag swole privilege, doing the happy dance. Goddamn right. Most vegan food is junk food, especially things that are trying to pretend to be. That's the craziest thing when vegans try to make burgers. They try to make food look like animal foods. It's the most ridiculous thing. Just stop trying to make a fake hamburger. Just eat a fucking hamburger. Eat a fucking hamburger. Your body will thank you for it. Okay, Tina writes, other Tina, I suppose. This is from the Telegram, so probably the same Tina. Having one of those days when I feel wiped out as fuck. Only energy for restorative yoga kind of wiped me out. I'm sorry, only energy for restorative yoga. I'm kind of wiped out. My elbow hurts, my shoulder is screaming, but I did upper body at the gym yesterday afterwards. I ate a 168-gram steak yesterday, broken up into 2 meals, but I don't think my body likes steak much, but trying to eat what I got, but probably will just stick with fish and eggs. Jesus Christ. Can I buy a comma, please? All right, I'm trying to read this straight up, but I'm just it's run on. Only thing about fish is I'm worried about the microplastics and other pollution dumped in the water ending up on my plate. I think today I will pedal my indoor bike after coffee and say that I did something. I like your sporadic thought process, Tina. Just jump from one thing to the next. By the way, I will say, I appreciate the comment. Make sure you're getting Tina. I want to know, is Tina doing her brain gains every day? Seems like we got to slow you down a little bit. Your brain's a little bit scattered. Perhaps all our brains are, but make sure you're practicing those brain gains. You're like, microplastics, dinner plate. I'm going to pedal my bike. It's like, was that from, what movie was that? Was that from Up or something? Squirrel. Let's see. The microplastics when it comes to fish, yeah, it's a problem. There's a lot of pollutants in the water. I mean, if you're getting better quality food, it's usually going to be grass-fed beef or something that you can hunt like wild game. It's just really hard when it's pretty much everywhere. Microplastics are pretty much everywhere because it gets into everything. And microplastics really does mean that. It means that you can't even see these particles. It's just small amounts in the water. It gets in your food. It gets in your lawn. It just gets into the system. It doesn't get picked up by filters and filtration and things like that. So just keep that in mind. We all know about that, like birth control and hormones in the water system. There's a lot of shit in our environment. So this is why proper food choices make a big difference. And something like grass-fed beef does make a huge difference. It is much cleaner than the oceans. But at the same time, you know, this kind of stuff is everywhere. So the bottom line is you want to make sure you mitigate or minimize your exposure to those things. So good for you, Tina. Another round of applause for all the SwoleFam posts. If that was a double Tina, we get the double dip. We get the double dip. All right, got a lot of but my thyroids. Again, my chat is not showing up on the app, so I can't show the questions from YouTube on the screen. I don't see anything, period. So just keep on, but I have it on my phone over here. So keep on dropping your comments and stuff, and I will read them, but I can't actually show them on the screen like I normally do. All right, today's Knowledge Cock, it's Knowledge Cock time. Let's get to some questions. Ask Papa Swolio time. If you got a question, use the hashtag Ask Papa Swolio, drop it in the comments down below, and I will remind you, it's Thursday, the 30th, and you know what that means. Tomorrow, we have our overtime segment after our FEFcast. So every single Friday after the Friday stream, we go into overtime. So make sure you're joining the fam right now over at Swolenormous X and be there for all the private live streams. We have monthly SwoleFam roundtable group calls. We have weekly accountability meetings every single Monday. And of course, every Friday we have an overtime segment with some new edits, some throwback posts. It's a lot of fun, a little bit extra to send you on your weekend. And of course, you know, we're there all weekend too, but overtime is always a little bit extra juicy, and it's for members only inside Swolenormous X. So join the fam today, swolenormousx.com, and don't miss out on tomorrow's overtime segment. Everyone loves some overtime. I see you, Cerny. I see you. I know Cerny loves herself some overtime. All right, first question. If you got a question, drop in the comments. If you're on Facebook, here's the thing. So I don't see the Facebook comments right now. I'm only seeing YouTube comments. So if you're on Facebook, head on over to YouTube and ask the question there, hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. Okay. I'll let you know if the chat pops up here, but I have the YouTube app because most people watch on YouTube. So, all right, this one is from Ketros on Instagram. Papa Swolio, how to best use endorphins released when training to help with depression and to gain confidence. How to best use? Just fucking eat healthy, train, follow the 7 pillars. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean, bro. Training and exercise and proper eating is one of the most fundamental things to avoid depression, period. Most people that suffer quote unquote from depression really just trash their health. They eat garbage. They don't sleep. They don't exercise. They don't meditate. They don't fucking go outside in the sun. They do nothing. Most people are just really not taking care of themselves, or they're doing a couple of those things and they're not doing the other. It's a big difference. It's a big deal to go outside and get sun. It's a big deal to exercise. It's a big deal to get quality night's sleep. So bottom line, a lot of people are over medicated and under healthed. They're not taking care of themselves and they're just trying to cover it up with some fucking pills. So how to best use it? I don't know what that means. Follow the 7 pillars, go to swolenormousx.com, download your free copy, get started, unplug from the matrix, start learning how to approach those different pillars in your life, and start building those habits from there. Okie dokie. Let's see. From YouTube, Scott Asher, Papa Swolio, what's your everyday carry? Pew pew. It depends. It depends on what the application is. Like if I want something really, really light, the SIG P365 is fantastic. I also have a Walther PPS M2. So those are really good. And of course I have some other handguns, but ones that I wouldn't carry. You know, I'm not a police officer. I'm not going to go carrying around, you know, Glock 19. It's just a little bit on the big side. And I'm not a fan of, I just don't necessarily like the feel of Glocks. You know, we have a Glock 44 just for shooting 22s, you know, bink, bink, just to have something for cheap ammo too. But, I don't know. I'm not a super big fan. So I wasn't a big fan of the Glock 43. So it really depends on the application. You know, sometimes depends on what you're wearing. Depends on what you're doing. I personally don't like I wear a lot of athletic gear. Like I'll wear shorts. I don't wear a lot of belts. I'm not holding up a huge piece. All right. Let's see. Man, it sucks not having the chat on the live stream. Okay, let's see here. It's much harder to see. Keith, I wanted to ask you a question, but my thyroid. Oh, but your thyroid. We'll do some Rufus for those of you watching because I'm not showing the question on the screen, so it doesn't really matter. Nico Pagnani, Papa Swole, what's the best way to cook liver? I don't trust Walmart liver. Raw, I wouldn't trust raw Walmart liver. I wouldn't trust Walmart liver, period. Like, you want to try to get grass-fed liver. I mean, I get it's better than not, but I would definitely, if it's not grass-fed, I would definitely cook it. The best way to cook it in a pan, lightly on both sides. You could look up some recipes. We have some in the kitchen in SwoleNormus X, but I just eat raw liver, so you just saute it lightly. You don't want to overcook liver. That's very important. Or you can grind it up or chop it up and throw it in some ground beef. That's a good way to do it too. Walmart liver. Oof. Living on the edge, bro. Okay. Actually, I am seeing Facebook. I am seeing Facebook on because of the Restream bot, which integrates the chat on YouTube. Sweet. Mark, Papa Solio, what is your opinion about people who say that those who care about their health, like going to the fucking gym and eating healthy, are boring? My opinion on them, my opinion is kind of sad. I don't think much of them. They definitely don't understand exercise. They don't understand how to take care of their body. So it's kind of like a pity thing. I mean, my opinion about people who say that people that take care of their health are boring, I don't understand why you would think that. That doesn't make any sense. It literally doesn't make any sense. People assume that you have to, you know what the thing is? It's because from the outside, from people that trash their bodies, they're always looking for instant gratification. When you eat healthy and you exercise, it's not an instant gratification. It becomes something that makes you feel good every day, but it's not instant gratification. You're putting in work now so you can get results and you can build muscle. You're gaining and forcing adaptations over time. So most of these people that have those shitty opinions, they don't understand long-term goals. They don't understand delayed gratification. So it has nothing to do with boring. It's just that they don't understand it. They don't understand. I mean, they're living in a constant dopamine hurricane. So it has nothing to do with boring. They just don't understand it. Or maybe someone that they've known that exercised, maybe that was just a boring person. I mean, you can exercise and take care of your health and be boring, but what's boring? You have to define that too. So the whole question is kind of very subjective. Oh, that's fucking awesome. There we go. Rufus unfazed. All right. Again, if you're watching, unfortunately, the chat isn't able to be integrated. So I'm reading them off my phone, but you can have some Rufus here in the meantime. You don't need to see my whole face. You get a little sexy, tainty man here. Okay. Handyman 4747. Papa Soy, I want to get into yoga for stretching reasons. What yoga should I attempt first? Doesn't matter. Just do one. Overthinking it. Like what yoga? Just do a starter class. Do a beginner class. Are you a member of SwoleNormus X? Then just do a starter class or a level 1 class. And it's not stretching. Yoga isn't stretching per se. So don't overthink it. Just start with a beginner class. Nick, Papa Solio, how is telling a fellow gym goer that you are only interested in friendship because you're not single cause them to come back a month later to say you led them on? Like, huh? I barely speak to her. Nick, was that
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
I don't know. People are retarded. I don't fucking know. Michael, Papa, can we get a 7-pillar shirt / tank? Yeah, it's actually in design. So yeah, that's been an idea for like a few years. So yeah, it's coming for sure. For sure. Actually, shortly. It's already in design. Gonna have probably a couple different types. Kingfish, Papa Soya, when you shop for grass-fed beef, where do you shop in Florida? I have Oaks Farms, Seed to Table, Publix, Whole Foods. I looked into Butcher Box, but I'm pretty sure I can get more for the money. I mean, Whole Foods has it. There are some local like farmers markets you can go. There's some local places in I think there's a place in Florida in Southwest. It's Circle C Farms. They also ship eggs. The eggs are a little bit on the expensive side, of course, but you can get grass-fed beef and stuff like that. And that's like Southwest. I think it's like Bonita Springs area of Florida. Butcher Box, you have White Oak Pastures, U.S. Wellness Meats, I mean, or local butchers, but they have those places where you can go where you have like a farmer's market and people bring their wares, whether it's tallow or honey and things like that. I know a lot of them probably sell beef or they have like a refrigerated truck and they go there, or you can place orders and they have like some other items there that they bring that sell better. So you got a bunch of different options for you. Nico, I would eat Walmart liver raw, but my thyroid. The Dusty Dud, Papa Swolio, do you still enjoy the occasional whiskey and cigar? Cigars, yes. Whiskey, no. I haven't. I have all this. We have a whole entire like whiskey shelf. We just don't have any of it. I just have not had a desire for alcohol at all. Zero. I have a bunch of scotches. I have really nice stuff. I mean, that I've acquired. I don't even know what I have there anymore, but I got Blue Label and Glenlivet and some other kinds and a couple ones that are a little bit more mid-range like that. I just haven't, I don't know if I lost my taste for it, but yeah, I just don't feel like it. Let's see here. Scrolling through. All right, Scott Asher, Papa Swolio, is it worth investing in a home gym rather than going to the gym with a membership? Well, that depends. That depends. Is it worth investing in a home gym? I mean, so I don't want to say I made all my gains, but I trained in a gym exclusively until March of 2020. And this is when the gyms, and I'm in Florida, so the gyms didn't shut down for that long, but I wasn't going to go wearing a mask or anything like that. I didn't know how long it was going to, things they were going to lock shit down for. So before, and we talked about it a few times when that happened, I saw the writing on the wall and I went online and I bought a ton of stuff. And once I started training at home, it became a challenge because I'd never done it before as like my primary form of training. So I wanted to challenge myself. And it's not that the gym isn't challenging, but I never I want to see if I can make gains, right here and like at home. So I just started acquiring stuff, and then it kind of gets addictive in a good way. You start wanting to get different pieces of equipment, and it becomes like filling out a set of things. And I got into kettlebells, which didn't take a lot of space. And I really found a passion with that. And my gym didn't have any kettlebells, so I might as well just do it. It just became a challenge. And then I really started to enjoy it. And then once we moved into the house last year, it's just like had the space. Now it's just, I bought another kettlebell today, and I still haven't even set up the gym completely, but I just don't have an interest per se to go back because I have the stuff that I need here. And it might take a little bit of time in certain things right now, the way my setup is, and until I get some stuff that I want to mount on the walls and stuff. Sometimes it takes a little bit extra to set up certain things, but it's worth it. I prefer it. Plus, like when I can do filming a lot easier from my perspective, so there's a lot of things that benefit it. I don't have to bring a camera to a gym and distract myself from a workout. I can actually do it when I feel like it and work it that way. So it depends on the space. And when you say investing in your home gym, it depends on how much money you're looking to invest. And doesn't mean, and you don't have to have everything right now. I personally wouldn't recommend, unless you've built out a home gym before and you're saying, hey, I'm selling all my stuff and buying new stuff. Let's say you're like, I'm going to sell all the gear I have for a few $1,000s, whatever it is, and I'm going to invest a little bit more and get a whole new setup. Unless you know how to maximize your space, how you train, what you're looking to do, I would make sure you just start with the basics and then learn how you use the space and then go from there. I didn't buy all my stuff at once. I'm still acquiring it. But once you buy it, you never have to buy it again for the most part, unless you break something. This stuff, as long as you take care of your equipment, and even gets rust on it, it's fucking rust, doesn't break it, doesn't do anything to it. Take care of your equipment and it'll last you a lifetime. I love the home gym. Let's see. Kylie, Fadro, Papa Swolio, I'm new to foam rolling. Are all foam rollers made equal? No, they aren't. Some foam rollers are softer, some are harder. You can actually get a PVC pipe, but that's obviously very, very dense. You can put a towel on top of it, but that's going to be very, very challenging. So usually the white ones are like lighter, less dense foam, or then you have a high dense foam where you have the black foam rollers. You have ones with ridges and bumps on it. You have ones that vibrate. You have you can get a lacrosse ball or a soft ball, or they have like little inflatable balls. Like there's different ones, golf balls for your feet. So there's all different types, but the point is most people use a really hard foam roller and they just roll back and forth. They have no fucking idea how to do it. They have no idea how to do it. They just roll really quickly back and forth and they use a foam roller that's far too hard. You want to use a soft foam roller because you want to stay on those pressure points and those adhesions and those sensitive areas for like 30 seconds to a minute straight, relaxing. And you'll feel the muscle twitching and like spasming, and then you'll feel it just relax like you're melting butter. But you have to add constant pressure. And if you go and use a foam roller that's too dense, you're going to be contracting the muscle. You're not going to be able to relax because it's too painful and it's causing too much of a stimulus. Good question. Good question. Nico, Papa Soy, do you practice any martial arts? Papa, no, not currently. I've dabbled in the past, but no. Mark, how's Mama Swolio? She's fucking great. Good questions. Good. Look at the tainty boy. Oh, it's a tainty man. It's a tainty man.
How about I send you a hobo's dick cheese?
That's a tainty boy. That's a tainty boy. Okay, let's get into, we got a couple more questions. Let's see. You can keep on dropping them wherever you're watching. This one's from Cayenne or K-Yen or Kai-N, whatever. 237, Papa Swolio. Halfway through my workout, I lose all my energy and get lightheaded. How can I stop this? Could be your sleep, could be your hydration, could be electrolytes, could be your breath work, could be a bunch of things. So I don't know if you're eating or not eating or what you're doing. You might have some other issues going on. It could be like low blood pressure. Do you have any medical conditions? How old are you? Have you ever trained before? Is this new? This is from Instagram, so I have no idea how to answer that question. You may also want to go see a physician. Could be something that you need to look into a little bit more, but chances are you're not eating properly, or you're not breathing properly, or your blood sugar is crashing for whatever reason. You might need to eat a little small. Some people need to eat. Some people just can't do a solid workout without eating a little bit before a workout. Sometimes some people love training on empty stomach, and some people have to eat or they're going to just not feel good. So it's not 100% across the board. It's not like you should eat, you shouldn't eat. It really depends. You have to try it. Okay, let's see. JChap707, Papa Swolio, is it better to focus on specific muscle groups per session, or is it better to work multiple groups? Well, I mean, if you're working multiple groups, you're still specifically working those multiple groups. So what you're referring to is a training split. Now, I personally recommend, as you get started, to just do total body. Just do total body and then shift either to upper, lower, or push-pull, like a push-pull legs when you're just getting started, because you don't need to do a ton of volume. You just need to get into the flow of training. So personally, what I'm doing right now is I'm doing like an upper body, lower body, but it's not entire upper body. So I'm doing like an upper body, like chest and biceps, maybe some club work, and then I'm doing lower body. So what I do is I'm just training every day, pretty much upper, lower, upper, lower. Every once in a while, I might take a day off from like strength training and just do some mobility work. Meaning I might just do some club, or I might just do some sled, or just sauna and cold plunge and some, yoga or swolga. So what I do is, since I'm training and pretty much, let's say, legs every other day, I want to train them hard, but I know I can't do a ton of volume per workout. So if you're doing more frequency, you can drop the volume per workout, because you can actually stack over the course of 7, 10, whatever days you're cycling on. You can stack more volume over the course of that. And if you're a natural lifter, training frequently with lower volume is important. So you have to make sure that you are offsetting the volume and the intensity with the recovery period. And a lot of times because if I'm doing legs, for example, and I'm just crushing my fucking legs, I don't want to be so sore. Like, I'm sore from yesterday's workout, and it's a lower volume workout. But if I'm doing less volume, I can really push it for what I'm doing and then recover. And I'm finding that I like it better than being crippled and my legs being sore for 5 or 6 days, because then it negatively affects all the other things that I do. negatively affects my chest workouts, and negatively because I'm walking around, I'm lifting things, or if I'm doing kettlebell stuff, or if I'm doing back, I don't want my legs to be crippled, because I used to train and do legs until I could barely fucking walk. It's just not necessary if you train with more frequency, but you lower the volume and then up the intensity. Like, that's a great way to do it. So there's different options. So you can't say better. It really depends on what your time availability is. And I'll leave it with this. A lot of people try to do a program that they find from a pro bodybuilder or someone, like, let's say, hey, I tell you, hey, here's what I'm doing. And you're like, cool. And you're new to training. I want to be like Papa Swolio. And then it's humbling, and I appreciate that. But you're not doing something that's actually designed for you. You're trying to jump into what I'm doing, and then you're going to overdo it because your work capacity is not there. You just don't have the same type of foundation that I've been building for 20 plus years. So you're going to overdo it and then fall out of it. Or you don't have the time to train like that. Maybe you only have the ability to go to the gym to do strength training 4 days a week. So in other words, a lot of people pick off a program because they want the supposed results from that program, but they don't actually have the schedule, and they haven't mastered time management. You all know the 7 pillars. There's a lot of things that go into executing every single day. It's very simple, but it's not necessarily easy. You have to build the skill of prioritizing it. You have to build the skill of managing your time in order to be available to train. You have to organize your life around. This is why many people think, oh, it's boring if you're exercising. No, you're just around someone who's disciplined and prioritizing health and exercise. And most people don't. So it seems like that's strange. You're not just watching TV and movies all the time and stuffing your face. Oh my God, you're not going out to drink and go to clubs and bars and parties all the time. Oh my God, you're exercising and eating steak. You're so fucking boring. These people are absolute fucking chodes. So there's that too. Anyway, did that answer your question? Sure it did. It did now. Question answered. Let's see here. Let's see. Are you talking to me? Scott Asher is Scott's my daily swole psychologist, my swolecologist. Papa Swole, how are you, dude? Oftentimes we don't see the hard times on media, and it makes it seem your life is just perfect and awesome. So how you doing, bro? SwoleFam has your back. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm doing well. Doing well. Good workouts. Good. Tainty Boy's doing great. The dogs are doing great. It's hot as fuck today. Like, seriously hot as balls. But doing good. Doing good. It's a good summer. It's a good summer. So, and I'm not just saying that. It's actually like there's always ups and downs. Everyone's got ups and downs, but that's actually a time when it's like, yeah, things are good. Fucking office is a mess over here. This is where I clean my guns, my firearms and stuff. The hutch, I have stuff all over it. So actually today, I'm waiting for there to be a rainstorm for it to really not be conducive to be training and stuff outside. And then I'm like, all right, I thought it was going to be today. I thought it was going to rain a lot, but it doesn't seem like it's going to. It's still pretty nice. But next rainy day, I'm going to finish all these swole cards up. I'm going to clean up this office. It's about fucking time. Appreciate the question. All right, let's see. Scrolling. I think I just missed a question. Damn it. Shit. All right, well, we'll see. I just exited out for a second. All right, damn it. All right, I think we have maybe one more. Bro M. Right. Papa Swole, your favorite muscle group to lift? I don't have a favorite muscle group. I recommend that you don't pick a favorite. I think that's a terrible mindset. And I'm going to go deep on this right now because I think it's important. Everyone has one that you feel an extra good pump. If you have a favorite, you are going to have an imbalanced physique. You're just going to put more effort into it. Everything should be your favorite. Your favorite should be your priority. Your favorite should be your body. Everything should be your favorite. Everything. And especially if it's your weakest point, make that your psychological favorite. Focus on that. It doesn't really matter what you like to do. Well, you're not going to train your posterior deltoid because it's not my favorite. Who fucking cares? If it's tiny, train that fucking shit. Right? Your quote unquote favorite muscle is really going to mean that's the muscle that you focus the most attention on. And if you're focusing your most attention on a muscle that you always focus your most attention on, you're going to have imbalances. And that's not how you want to train. your favorite muscle group to lift should be, yes, your fucking body. Yes, your fucking body. It should be your fucking body. It should be your absolute, it should be your fucking body. Fucking goddamn right.
That's deep.
I'm hot. I'm heating up.
He's heating up.
I'm on fire.
He's on fire.
There's a tainty man. All right, a little tainty cam. Drop some. Oh, the Rufus. Make sure, fam, you are dropping hashtag #ButMyThyroid in the comments down below for a chance to win today's Swole card. If I didn't get to your question, we'll be back tomorrow for FEF and we'll get some more questions. I wish I could see the chat. It's kind of hard to scroll on my phone and catch up on it. When it's on my screen, it's really big. The APS and stuff pops out a lot. Tainty boy's looking really cute. He's looking really cute. Sexy, sexy, sexy little tainty boy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. All right, let's get into some balls deep content. Let's get into some of that shit. I wanted to make sure we had enough time for some BD. We haven't the last couple days. We got a bunch of stuff to go through. We got this post here from Kelsey. I am Kelsey Jepson, one of the tards that normally post. Make sure you share the stream right now. We are live. We are live.
I gave it a 10.
And we are ready to go balls deep.
A fucking 10.
So share it with your favorite fucking biche. All right. She writes, oh, you don't think fat phobia is real? Then how come anytime anyone says something like, hey, if you're living in a fat body, you still need and deserve to eat? So many people are like, quote, that is so unhealthy. Stop promoting obesity. Yes, I'm one of them. I'm one of them. If you're living in a fat body, okay. Who says that? Who says, hey, if you're living in a fat body, you still need and deserve to eat? Who says that? By the way, if you're in a fat body, you need to eat. Yeah, you need to eat, but you don't need to eat as much, or you need to eat different foods. You need to exercise, and yeah. Stop promoting obesity. You don't have to promote obesity. They're promoting it themselves. There's a caption here, a public service announcement. I put an asterisk over the letter E because the terms overweight. Oh my God. She doubled up the fucking.
You went full retard, man.
She doubled up the asterisks. The asterisks. I've never seen that. Overweight. Overweight. And obesity are stigmatizing terms because they are used medically to pathologize fat bodies. I invite you to reclaim the word fat as a neutral descriptor. You know what's interesting about these woke tards? They're actively trying to get people to use the word fat. Does anyone find that weird? Does anyone find that weird? Wasn't fat supposed to be a negative thing? They didn't like the term fat. No one wanted to be called fat. Isn't that something strange? Reclaim the word fat. Okay. Okay. I mean, nothing need to reclaim, but yeah, I'll call you fat. You are fat. You're also overweight and obese. So there's that too. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah. Funny. All right, well, that's enough of that. That's enough of the post right there. We got a couple of videos. We have a couple gems. Let me see what we got here. Let me just scroll. Let me do the Papa Swolio assessment here. We got one long one. That's what she said. Yeah, I have no interest in hearing that person talk for that long. So we got 3 videos. 1, 2, or 3. Let's do a video. 1, 2, or 3.
What's in the box?
Pick a number. 1, 2, or 3. Number 1, number 2, or number 3. And unfortunately, the numbers, all the chat's not showing on the stream. It happens rarely, actually, but the chat integration is not working. So I'm only seeing it on the phone over here. Let's see. Let's go with Yvonne Solomon, number 2. Yvonne, number 2.
I like to caress rusty spoons.
All right, remember, hashtag #ButtMyThyroid in the comments down below. Okay, let's see. Yvonne, number 2. Yvonne, number 2. This one's titled, What do you eat to live in a smaller body? What do you eat to live in a smaller body? What do I eat to live in a smaller body? Not a smaller body. What do you eat to live in oh my God, to live in a smaller body, just to live in one? Man.
Thank you for this honest question. And
Okay. God, your voice. She's responding to a question on TikTok. The question says, okay, but what do I do if I want to be in a body like yours? All right, this is a fundamental problem here. We'll talk about that first. What do you personally eat and do all day to stay that shape? 1, person A will never have a body like person B. Now, you might be as muscular, you might have the same body fat percentage, but there's this weird thing that people have that they want to look like someone else. But you're not that person. You don't have their face. You don't have their hair. You don't have their nose. You don't have their ears. You don't have their eyes. You don't have their genetics. You don't have you're not going to look like them. I mean, similar, I guess it depends. But that has to be not even a part of your life. That has to be completely out of your mind. To be in a body like yours, that's already a problem. Because psychologically, you think you can obtain something that someone else has physically, when a lot of that, the muscle insertions, a lot of those things are genetic. But not to mention, if someone says like, hey, Papa Swole, how do I get big like yours? I don't know, do what I did for 20 years. Is that a really exciting thing? No one wants to be like, oh my God, I got to do that for 20 years. So it's not really a valid. Yeah, the chat integration is having thyroid issues. Good one. Okay.
I'm going to serve you an honest answer.
Oh.
Nothing. Now, I recognize that that's not the answer you want to hear. You want to hear that if you eat this food or work out like this or take this pill, that you are going to live in a smaller body. In fact, there's a $73 billion industry that banks on you thinking that. And this is why I talk about thin privilege, because
First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face!
Fuck your thin privilege. Let's continue.
I did not earn this body. It was like my parents, my great-grandparents. It's just genetics.
Oh my God. It's your thyroid. But my genetics. Hashtag but my genetics. All right. You can throw your genetics out the fucking window. If you have fat parents, it doesn't set you up for success. There's going to be some epigenetic turnings on in your gene sequence that's going to predispose you. Doesn't mean it's impossible. You just have to take care of yourself. But it's not just genetics. So there's that.
Genetics play such a huge role in your shape and your size and your weight. But this,
not the weight, but the shape and size. I mean, like, to an extent. You're not naturally morbidly obese. No one's just like, hey, I'm morbidly obese for no fucking reason. I'm just morbidly obese. I'm just morbidly obese. Like, I'm just morbidly obese. Hey, I was born morbidly obese. I've always been destined to be morbidly obese. That doesn't happen. There's lifestyle factors. There's cause and effect. There are things that lead to that. Genetics might predispose you to being morbidly obese. Doesn't mean you can't take care of yourself.
cultural beauty ideal tells us otherwise, that we need to live in a specific kind of body. And here's the clincher. Do I eat nutrient-dense foods and play foods, all of the foods? Do I work out in ways that feel good and move my body? Yes, but I bet if I lived in a larger body, you would think I wasn't doing enough.
What did you just say? She sounds like a vegan. She looks like a vegan. Did she just say that I move joyfully and I eat all types of food, but I bet if I lived in a bigger body that you would think I'm not doing enough? Your habits would be different. Methinks you aren't using most of your gray matter, by the way. That doesn't make sense. That literally, I have a soundboard for that because that doesn't make sense.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
It just doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense.
That said, I do not negate the challenges that come with living in a larger body in this society. But if we could start to accept the bodies that we live in, we'll be able to find some peace.
Oh, you're such an ally.
Damon.
She's an ally,
I don't
fam.
believe you people.
She's an ally.
What do you mean, you people?
All right. At least you're an ally. Thank you, Yvonne, for that absolute fucking shitstorm. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Drop another. Number 1 or number 2? What's it going to be? Number
What's
1
in the box?
or number 2? I think we have, let me see. We got a couple. Let's see. We got a picture. We got a post in the meantime. Drop the next one. Number 1 or number 2? We'll read a post in the meantime. How about we mix it up? How about we go back and forth? While you drop the numbers, we'll read another post. This one's from Kim Stacy, and it's at kim.bodyimage.fitness. Oh, that was nice. Respect. I fucking nailed it.
And that's the way, I like it.
Casey in the sunshine band. It is so hard for fat folks to hear that people are doing everything they can to not look like them. Okay. All right, I'll come back to it. The thin beauty ideal is unachievable for the majority and is largely due to genetics. Man, do these people, these people hang out? This chick and the last one that we watched the video for? It has nothing to do with health and more to do with capitalism. Oh my God. This means that the majority of people are suffering with their body image, and it is due to greed. Ironically, not the type of greed that the fitness industry bangs on about. Please know your body is not the problem. Your brain is the problem.
Matt Damon.
Kim, your brain isn't working too good.
You make me happy.
It's not working too well, Janae. All right, it's hard for fat folks to hear that people are doing everything they can to not look like them. I don't think that goes through people's head. Like, I am doing everything I can to not look like fat people. Most people just don't want to be fat. And at the same time, isn't that a good thing? Yeah. You asked me a question straight up. Hey, do you want to look like an obese person? And I would answer, no. Because I'm not full of shit. I'm not lying to you to try to save your feelings. If an obese person comes up to me like, hey, do you want to look like me? I would say, no, I don't. And then I'd probably go on with my day and not shop at Walmart anymore. But that's what I would say. I don't want to look obese. More importantly, I don't want to be obese. I don't want to, I don't know. I don't want to accelerate my life right into death. I'm not trying to step on the gas pedal and go off the cliff, Thelma and Louise style. It's not largely due to genetics. That's a nice excuse that you can lean on because it's something you can't control. So you may as well blame it on that. That way you don't have to take responsibility. So that's a nice out. It has nothing to do with health and more to do with capitalism. You're obese because of capitalism. So stop buying foods at those corporations. Stop buying from McDonald's and Burger King and Taco Bell and Wendy's and Churches and Popeyes and Long John Silver's and Sonic or Rallies or whatever the fuck, or Subway. I'm still going. Or PDQ or KFC. I'm still going. Oh shit. How do I know all these? There's one more. Chick-fil-A or White Castle. Oh fuck. That was nice. That was a nice run. Not bad. I'll pat myself on the back for that. Woo. I don't think I repeated one. Jeez. I just said fast food chains that I haven't even thought about in like 10 years. I don't know how I came up with some of those so quick. All right. I impressed myself. If you're not impressed, then I don't know what it takes, man. Did I say? I think I said Popeyes. Yeah, Rallies, Subway. I said those, yeah. Gross. This means that the majority of people are suffering with their body image. It has nothing. A lot of people are suffering from a lot of things. A lot of people are suffering from a lot of bodybuilders and people that are very muscular. Just, I don't know, people go down weird roads, suffering with their body image. People have low self-esteem for a ton of reasons. All right, I don't know. This chick is not smart. All right, not too bright, that one, but it's okay. Miami subs. All right, I ironically forgot that one. I missed that one. Is that a big chain? Is Miami subs all over the place, or is that mostly? I think I've been there once, like a decade ago or longer. Let's go with Richard Mullis, number 1. Richard Mullis.
You can be fat and be healthy. I'm sorry, Lizzo, healthier than I will ever be.
All right, Richard Mullis. Oh, that burp was an American 10. That's what I'm fucking talking about.
He's on fire!
All right, let's see here. Rallies, I just aged myself. Well, I never really saw that. My friend from Ohio always called it rallies because checkers that I've always seen. And there's Sonic. Oh, I didn't say Sonic. But I didn't grow up with the rallies, though. I just know of it. I'm still surprised that I popped out that many. Okay, Long John. I said Long John Silver's. Who's ever eaten there? I've never even gone to a Long John Silver's. I've never even gone there. All right, where are we? What'd you choose? What'd you choose? I forgot what you chose. Was it number 1? Richard Mullis, number 1. All right, this one's titled, oh, Jesus Christ. It's the Trunchbull. This is called Body Positivity. Let's find out.
Body positivity has gotten to the point where we are literally justifying why fat is on our body instead of just being okay with the fact that fat is on our body. I have seen it for years now of thin women stood there holding a tiny little pouch on their body and saying, it's okay there's fat there, that's where my uterus is. No, it's okay that there's fat there, full stop. It's just fat. It's fat. It's literally just fat.
Did we do this already?
And it's this false toxic positivity cycle that we've just been sucked into that has actually perpetuated fat phobia even further and not made it better. It's got worse. Why is that, you ask? Because body positivity doesn't center fat people anymore. At all, actually. Instead, it's justifying why fat is on a thin person's body instead of actually liberating fat people. Honestly, I'm fucking over it.
I think we did that one already. I couldn't tell. It seemed like it was like something new. And then I'm like, oh, we kind of did this. And then I was like, I don't think I was paying attention the first time. I know we did one from her. I don't know why. Yeah. All right. So we did that one already. All right. I thought it was a different one. All right. Let's do one more. I thought it was a different one. I thought it was, I'm like, it seems like I've seen her face. We do a lot of ones we have ones that are from multiple people. All right. Let's do one more. We got this one. Oh, perfect. All right. So a lot of you have the Swole privilege shirt. You know, I'm not about thin privilege. I'm about Swole privilege. All right. I'm about Swole privilege. I don't even know what thin privilege is. Oh, if you're thin, you have privilege, like fitting into a chair, an airplane seat. This one is titled, What is Thin Privilege? Which is great because I think finally we need to define it. Don't you think? I think we need to actually define thin privilege. So let's check this out. All right, here we go. What is thin privilege? Do tell me, because I would love to know.
I made a video the other day of me in a swimsuit, and I said that I originally hadn't wanted to post it because I didn't like the way my stomach looked. And then in the comments, I mentioned that I recognize that I have thin privilege, and it was more just about the fact that even confident people can have insecurities. A couple of people.
Even confident people. Okay. A lot to unpack here. Tell me you need a steak without telling me you need a steak. Vegan, maybe? I don't know, but I'm not sure what's
commented
happening.
Things like this, kind of wondering what thin privilege is. So I thought I would talk about it for a second. When I talk about privilege, it's never to say that someone benefiting from that privilege hasn't had a hard life. All it means is that specific.
You hear all this stuff. It's like, I never meant that someone with fat privilege never has a hard life. I'm saying this, but that doesn't mean that I'm trying to be mean to other people. I still want to be nice to them. I don't hate anyone. It's just this ally bullshit.
Hasn't had a hard life. All it means
kind of privilege?
That privilege hasn't had a hard life. Someone benefiting from that privilege hasn't had a hard life. All it means is that specific factor of identity has not contributed to the challenges you've faced. So for example, I'm white. My race has not contributed to the challenges I've been through in my life. Other factors of identity include things like socioeconomic status, religion, education level, things like that. So thin privilege is about being thin. It's about going into any store and knowing that you can find clothes that fit you.
Okay. Going into any store and knowing you'll find, that's not true because there's a lot of stores that just don't have things that fit. You never really know. There are a lot of women that go to certain stores, try things on, and don't buy them. Why? Because it doesn't fit them perfectly. It doesn't fit them the way they like. You know why I know that? Because otherwise they would buy the clothes. If it fit perfectly, a woman would be like, holy shit, this looks great on me. I'm going to buy it. It fits perfectly. I'm going to buy it. So that's why it's called shopping. That's why people go and they try on clothes. Oh, it doesn't fit. Oh, let me try something else. Not everything fits everyone. Are you trying to tell me that if you go into a human clothing store that sells clothing for humans, you're going to find probably human-sized clothing? If you are an abnormally obese, if you are the size of 2 or 3 humans, you're probably going to have a tough time. I don't think that's anything ridiculous. You need to go what's called a big and tall store. They have specialty stores because it used to be something rare. Now, when the average person is practically fucking obese, now it's starting to become a problem. Like, oh my God, you think you have the right to complain and change everything just because you don't want to stop eating? People don't want to stop eating. They just want to pound garbage food and not do anything with their lives. And then they're going to complain that they can't find clothes that fit them. Yeah, square that circle.
About wearing crop tops and bikinis without people telling you how brave you are. It's about eating whatever you want in public without strangers commenting that you shouldn't be eating that.
Let's do that again.
Telling you how brave you are. Wearing crop tops in any store and knowing that you can. About being thin. It's about going into any store and knowing that you can find clothes that fit you. It's about wearing crop tops and bikinis without people telling you how brave you are.
So thin privilege is wearing crop tops and bikinis without people telling you how brave you are. Look, if you're obese and you're wearing a crop top, I don't think you're brave. I just don't think it's something that you should be doing. That's my opinion. You can still wear it. So you might say, Papa Swole, you're mean. It's like, I don't want to see that. If you're obese and you're wearing a crop top, holy shit, I don't want to see that. But I also think you have the right to do that. If you're living in America and we're still going to pretend like there's and we're actually going to address actual human rights and what we stand for in this country, which should be fucking freedom. It's America. It's fucking 4th of July, baby. Let's go. Fuck yeah! 4th of July weekend. Happy birthday, America. You're under siege right now, but what else is new? When you're the fucking bee's knees and you're fucking awesome, everyone wants to tear you down. Shocker. Shocker. I'm going to go on a little rant here. We're in a situation. Well, I'll stop right there. Hold on.
About eating whatever you want in public without strangers commenting that you shouldn't be eating that. There's a lot more to it, but I hope that helps.
It doesn't help at all. So we're in a situation, and you all know this. If you start taking care of your health, guess what happens, right? You have people around you, coworkers or family, people that try to drag you down to their level, right? They talk shit. They're like, they give you crap for bringing your own food or exercise. They think you're boring or they call you boring. That old chestnut, that nonsense. Same thing with America. Same thing with America. You have an amazing thing called the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. Things that give people who live in the United States amazing fundamental rights and freedoms. So we're coming up on the 4th of July, so this is very pertinent. So when you're taking better care of your health, that's kind of like you being America. In terms of all countries, we have the most freedoms and we have the most of all that stuff, right? That's why everyone wants to fucking come here. Okay, we have a lot of great things in this country. So let's just say, and I'm not saying other countries can't be awesome too, but I'm an American, so I'm going to say, and this is obviously very opinionated, but it's true. America, baby. All right, that being said, so equate the United States to someone who takes care of their health. You're getting shit on, you're getting pushed back. People are trying to drag you down. We have all these libtards and woketards that are trying to bring down the United States. They're trying to shit on the Constitution, the 4th of July, what makes this country great, because they are stupid, they are ignorant, they are immature, they are scared, they are weak, and that's why they're doing it. So it's the same thing going on right now. It's the same thing going on right now. You deal with this in your small circle, and the country is dealing with this on a larger scale. So let us remember what we're doing here, and that it's normal. It's normal to have pushback. It's normal to have quote unquote haters. That's when you know you've made it. People are hating on the United States because guess what? That's what happens when you're on the fucking top. That's what fucking happens. That's what happens when you're crushing it. That's what happens when you're getting your shit done. That's what happens when you're successful, for example. I don't know what the future is going to hold, but when you're successful, guess what? People are going to hate on you. People are going to shit on you. People are going to be like, oh, yeah, blah, blah, because they don't want to admit that that person is doing better than them. That person made better choices, or that person is a better businessman, or that person is better at fitness and training or whatever it is. When you're crushing it, when you're out there crushing it and you have friends or family or whatever that are talking back against you, it's because you are turning a big old fucking mirror on them and reflecting their inadequacies to them. And that scares them. That offends them. So they push back on you because if you are just like them, they don't have to change. You're not holding it in front of their face. So the United States, yeah, that's the big dog. That's the person that's eating, ironically, in this little mental exercise here. When you have things that other people want or are jealous of, guess what? They're going to try to pull you down. They're going to try to drag you down. So people always want to punch up. They always want to go after the big dog. So that's why you need to follow the 7 pillars, make some sick fucking games so you can defend yourself. All right. That's enough of that. Fam, it is time for the Swole card. We got a little tainty boy at the end at the buzzer. Very nice. I would have given this Swole card away earlier, and I would have had the chat on the screen today, but my thyroid.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
But my thyroid. So I'm going to scroll over here on the YouTube chat. It does show me Facebook pictures as well. So anyway, let's give away today's Swole card. And of course, we'll be back here for FEF tomorrow. Reminder, tomorrow we have our overtime segment right after the public live stream. So if you're not a member, you'll miss out on that. You don't want to do that. So join the fam today, SwoleNormusX.com, and get access to every private live stream and live call. Our weekly accountability meetings on Monday at 12 noon Eastern time, our SwoleFam roundtables, and of course, our weekly SwoleFam overtime after the FEF cast every Friday. So don't miss out on that. Join today, SwoleNormusX.com. Falcon, take us. Away. Take me away. I'm scrolling, but my thyroid. Do you got a thyroid? But my thyroid. I have a thyroid. You got a thyroid. We all got a fucking thyroid. Okay, I have to I can't show on the screen. Luciano Lucero, congratulations. I hope, can you everyone say that? Congratulations! I can chat. Luciano Lucero. I just realized I'm watching on YouTube, so I can chat. Yeah, SwoleNormus LLC. Luciano Lucero, congratulations. Can I pin a post? No, I can't pin. Oh, maybe I could if I was talking as a Daily Swole. I don't know why I'm as SwoleNormus. I guess I'm watching from the other account. Anyway, congratulations. Send us an email to support@SwoleNormus.com. Swole card 2246 in the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email, and we will get you this card ASA to the motherfucking P. Congratulations. All right, this episode will be available shortly on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you bang your ear holes. Go to thedailyswole.com for all the links. Check out the live stream links in the show notes down below. Oh my goodness, we made it through. At least I was able to grab the chat. My God. Good Lord. We'll take some soundboard requests. We got some Tainty Man here as well.
My name's Forrest Gump.
Look at her. She looks like she's 19 years old, sitting there like a little lady in a race car.
Thank you, Annika. I agree. Smash the like button. Awesome having everyone here. We're going to have a great show tomorrow. Tomorrow's FEFcast is going to be fucking lit.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Crucifixion was good. Out of the door, line on the left, one cross each.
can be fat and be healthy. I'm sorry, Lizzo, healthier than I will ever be.
Go make some fucking gains. I said to go make some gains. Let's go, baby. Let's go, bitches.
Another example of cake gender would be if someone feels like they have different layers or flavors to their particular gender.
Oh, he's on fire.
What happened to your queer party friends?
So per is a neopronoun that comes from the word person, which is why I really like them.
There's tiny tuck, typical tuck, total tuck, and the tyrannical tuck.
All right, fam, we fucking did it.
I'm a fair guy, but this heat is making me absolutely crazy.
Oh, Tainty man, get the stretch. Oh, you just fell off the bed, bro. You just fell off the bed. Oh, no. Come on, lay down. Come here. Get on your bed. Good boy. Good boy. You fell off your bed. You're trying to show everyone your taint. You were trying to show everyone your taint. You were trying to show everyone your cute little taint. You're trying to show everyone your taint. Oh, he's a good boy. Oh, the scratchies. Oh, the scratchies. Oh, yeah. There we go. Little tainty man. He was rolling over and fell off his bed completely. All right, fam. Remember, check out SwoleNormousX.com. Share the stream, share the podcast, hit the like button. Happy fucking Thursday. Go make some gains. We'll see you tomorrow for Fef. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Ya boy, Papa Swolio. Oh, 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 oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's the bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. I'll topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons out closets and making new